We are live here on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an Instant Classic. And through the month of February, we are going to be reviewing WWE No Way Out, and this No Way Out that we will be reviewing is 2005. And I thought the show was actually pretty good. I mean, there were some good matches, there were some bad matches, and I thought the show was good overall, really fun. Good road to WrestleMania build up to this. And let's get started with this. So first match we're going to be talking about is the WWE Tag Team Title match. We had Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio versus the Bashmans. Now this was a really fun match. Eddie and Rey Mysterio. I thought they were really good in the ring together. I kind of wish they would have tied up a little more together, in my opinion, because they didn't tie too long with each other until they broke off and they did their feud, and then they lost the belts at WrestleMania. And I just thought pretty much all the matches that they tied up with were pretty much good to great. They didn't really have a bad match with each other, and they're pretty much during the year of '05. And then the Bashmans, back in 2004, they I didn't really care about them in 2004, and I don't really care about them in 2005 really. They weren't really standouts in my opinion, but and it wasn't long, and also Shaniqua wasn't part of them, part of their team at this time.
Orlando Jordan.
That was Orlando Jordan, yeah, like DJ wants to say. I thought this was a good match. Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio won the match. I like Eddie Guerrero, him doing his cheating, lying, and stealing. This was just amazing, stuff from Eddie Guerrero and Mysterio. And, very fun match here. Good way to open up the show. But, DJ.
All right. So, I was excited for this match because it's been a while since I've watched an Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio tag team. I thought it was cool to, see the Bashams too. And, Justin, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. You definitely need to care about the Bashams because they were part of the cabinet to the wrestling god, okay? You need to be more... I forgot the words I was going to say. I was cutting a promo and I even read it. So, no, but I think you just need to make sure you care about the Bashams next time because they were part of the cabinet. The cabinet. And back to Mysterio and Guerrero, I loved the hot tags, especially like the Mysterio hot tags. Oh, man. When Mysterio got in that match, it was like, oh, it's Mysterio! Oh! That was my feeling watching this like a couple days ago. I felt the same way. But I was thinking about the Bashams, and I was like, were they always this generic? Like, they still felt generic to me, even though they were part of the cabinet. There was nothing changed about them. Like they didn't put them in suits or put them in slacks or anything. They just still, they might as well have been single guys. They should have had singlets. I think they should have been generic singlet guys because they were already generic enough. All I needed was a singlet. I love. It was cool watching Eddie do his little thing with throwing the belt around, falling down, and lying, cheating, and stealing, I guess. But I don't know. I like this match, even though the Bashams were in it. I like this match.
And as usual, DJ be failing in promo class. He always failing in promo class. He just can't get it down. It's cool. Some people are just not good on the mic, like Eva Marie. But anyway, I like this match. It was okay. Half of it was okay. Obviously, Eddie and Ray. I've said in past videos they always work well together, whether they're teaming together or whether they have a feud together. The chemistry between them is so good. And then the Bashams, I just never got into the Bashams. I think part of it is, they are just so generic. There was nothing special about them, and it wasn't like WWE didn't try to push them because I feel like they did try to push them, with JBL's cabinet. They were in a couple other storylines too, but I just felt like, at least for me, they just never caught on. And I think it was just because they felt so generic. There wasn't anything special about them. They didn't really have any specific character. Almost like Murphy and fucking, what the fuck is his name?
Blake and Murphy?
That one, the other one, I'm just gonna call him Pigtails and Murphy because he fucking wears pigtails, and that doesn't even get him non-generic. And again, going back to when the Bashams had like Shaniqua, at least that was something that kind of got your attention a little bit, but it's still Shanique. What?
Orlando Jordan, you mean?
Orlando Jordan. Either way, the more the focus was on Orlando Jordan and not the Bashams. Kind of like with Alexa Bliss. The character is all in Alexa Bliss. Blake and Murphy still have no character, which is unfortunate. But again, it wasn't a horrible match. Ray and Eddie made it a good match. It's just they could have been up against a much better team, I felt like.
Yeah, definitely agree there. But the next match we're going to talk about is Booker T versus Heidenreich. And
Hey,
I did not.
Hey. The SmackDown Rookie Diva competition, round 1, sir.
Well, I didn't really care about that. I mean, I did, but it's not a match.
It was just as good as a match. Okay.
No.
Round 1 was an evening gown competition between Joy Giovanni, Rochelle Lowen, Lauren Jones, and Michelle McCool. And it was fabulous. Fabulous. And you don't even take notes on it. This is why we can have nice things. Ready, DJ? You can't respond right now? Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, the next match we're going to be talking about is Booker T versus Heidenreich. I did not really know why this match was happening. I mean, Heidenreich, he was fresh off the feud with The Undertaker, which I think this was a complete waste of time in my opinion. Undertaker and Heidenreich, they had this match for they had this rivalry for 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Which it started at the Mercy, which Heidenreich ran over Taker with the limo, and then they had the match at Survivor Series, which was garbage, and then they had the match at Armageddon, which was also bad. And then they had that match at Rumble, which was a piss poor match, which I think it was a casket match. Yeah, it was a casket match, which it was just bad in my opinion. And this match was the same thing, and in the feud with Booker T, I just think it was, very random also during this. And, Taker, was doing, this was pretty much this, have Taker do something before WrestleMania, the rivalry before this. But, this match wasn't really anything, like I said. And also, the stuff they did with Snitsky, that was just completely dumb also, and that went nowhere. But the winner of the match was Booker T. He wins by disqualification when Heidenreich uses the steel chair, and like I said, this really went nowhere. And DJ, thoughts?
But guys, it wasn't his fault. Also, Casey, way to fail that promo class. You too. Darn it. I'm still failing in promo class right now. Anyway,
yeah, you can't cut a shoot promo. You cannot cut a shoot.
Heidenreich versus King. No, this wasn't King Booker.
No,
King
that was I think that was a couple years later.
No.
That was a couple years later.
I was just joking. I was just
or
missing.
A year later.
I was missing King Booker. Please, WWE, don't do this to me. Please. I don't know what it is about Heidenreich, but every time I watch him on my screen, I walk out the door. because I can't stand Heidenreich. I think it was that last little bit of Heidenreich that I really hated, and I'm gonna say this really, really at Casey right now because he's giving me the look, but you can't see him and he can't respond. Ha ha! No, Justin, no. Anyway, I'm saying this. I'm saying this because I didn't like Heidenreich's little like thing at the end of his career when he was like, "Oh, I love the kids and I'm writing my poems."
Heidenreich was a genius character. Genius. I will finish my thoughts after your.
Anyway, I didn't hate this match. I couldn't even really even pay attention to this match because Heidenreich was in it, so I just left. I didn't even watch it. Actually, I watched it. I didn't care about it. Didn't care. Heidenreich sucks. He's fat.
I, I can respect that. I mean, all of your
He
get cut or
Heidenreich did get cut because he's trash. Because he's
no,
really bad at
no,
what he does.
he got cut.
He's not even the best in the world at what he does. He's
No.
just really bad.
No. He didn't get cut. His contract ran out, or he was so good, they didn't know what else to do with him. They were like, this is a diamond in the rough, and we're just not good enough to figure out amazing storylines for this man. He needs to go somewhere where he can be used
He's trash.
to his potential. That's what happened. Anyway, let's get into this match. First of all, absolutely beautiful poem from Heidenreich. I teared up. There was a tear right here that went down my cheek. It was beautiful. It was just that poem needs to be put in a museum somewhere because it hit me in my soul. It hit me in my soul. The match was okay. I mean, Booker wasn't it, so it was like, whatever. But WWE needs another Heidenreich-like character. I believe. That crazy. It wasn't my fault. That he reads poems. They need to bring back Heidenreich and Snitsky. That's what they need right now. This is what. And, DJ be watching some other pay-per-view right now, not even paying attention to our review right now. Genius. I mean, even his entrance music was just Heidenreich. It was beautiful,
That was a stupid thing.
Shut
I
up.
hate that thing.
Shut up.
Right, dude. I just had to go over to DJ's house and pet his cat. I don't know if he has a cat, but
Shut up.
no, he doesn't have a cat. But was that what you had to say?
Shut up.
Okay then. Next match we're gonna be talking about is the Cruiserweight Championship match, which it was like an open match, which it had Royal Rumble rules. We had Funaki versus Spike Dudley versus Shannon Moore versus Paul London versus Chavo Guerrero, and I know there was someone else. Who was it? I can't remember who it was. How do you say the name? I can't remember his name now. Akio, yeah, it was Akio. Yeah, that's who it was. Now this was an alright match. I mean, I wasn't really surprised that the fans didn't really give a shit about this match because they didn't really have anything going for these guys at the time, and it just seemed like with the SmackDown pay-per-views that this match the same time, like they did this match on every SmackDown pay-per-view, which was stupid. And like I said, this wasn't a bad match, but there wasn't really any storyline behind it. They just weren't doing nothing with these guys, and I just wasn't a big fan of this match. Like I said, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't just my match. But the winner of the match was Chavo Guerrero, and he becomes your new cruiserweight champion. But DJ, what are your thoughts here?
Justin, I don't know why you need storyline when you have five, 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 five of the best competitors
Booker T's not in this match.
of the best competitors in the WWE, the double E, the double
WWE.
E. Okay, you had five of the best. You had Jimmy Wang, Akio Yang. I
Yeah,
saw him.
that's who
I
Jimmy
saw
Wayne
him.
Yang was.
I
Yep.
saw him. Yeah, Paul London was the standout of this match, though. I definitely I like this match. I don't know what it was about it. I don't even know what they called it. I can't remember off the top of my head what they called it, but I liked it though.
It was like an open. It was like an open match. That's
Okay,
what it pretty much was. It was pretty much a rumble.
cruiserweight open. I got you.
Hmm.
The first few falls felt like they came really quick, but they robbed Paul London. They robbed. He was robbed right out of his pockets, and I am upset. All the money from his wallet was stole from him. He was robbed. Okay, Chavo, frickin' Chavo, won this match, and I am not. I have already told you my disdain for Chavo, and I am upset that Chavo, 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 Chavo found a way to win this frickin'
I guess. All right. He get mad and walked off. Um, I agree with his point though. I hate Chavo, especially after this match. When Paul London worked so hard and he, was doing so well, and then had it stolen. Ah, but I love this match. I love the competitors in this match. Akio, aka Jimmy Wang Yang. I love Spike Dudley at this point. He was kind of a heel, which I kind of miss. I missed the not that Spike is in WWE anymore, but I missed the Spike Dudley heel run. We had Funaki, SmackDown #1 announcer. Um, so that was kind of cool. But I just thought this was a really good match, except for, freaking Chavo. I'm not going to get mad and, storm off, though, but freaking Chavo. Also, DJ, the fans loved this match. This was match of the night worthy, nay, match of the decade worthy.
Match a decade worthy. Okay then. Next match you're going to be talking about is Undertaker versus Luther Reigns, which this match was shit. I did not care about this match at all. I mean, Luther Reigns and Jin Drake, I think that's his name. Yeah. Like, I had no idea, like, what, like, they saw in Luther Reigns. Like, I didn't really saw what, like, same with Heidenreich. I don't know what they saw in him either. And this was kind of the same thing with, Luther Reigns. He came onto the scene, and they didn't really have big plans for him. And then they put him with Kurt Angle, and then after, Team Angle got split up in, like, 2004 because Shelton Benjamin, he went to Raw, and then they put, Reigns with, and Jin Drake with Angle. But this match, had nothing going for him. I mean, this really... They had no potential for him. He was not a good wrestler. I did not really enjoy this match. And, this was one of your typical Undertaker matches. I mean, like I said, typical Undertaker matches here. And Undertaker will win the match. And, I mean, that was that. But, DJ, what's your thoughts?
I agree. I didn't like Luther Reigns either. Honestly, like Luther Reigns was one of those guys that I didn't even really remember. I remember the face, but then like the name for some reason like brought up another face in my mind. So like when I saw him, I was so confused. But I don't know. I was surprised this match was as long as it was. It was actually kind of long. Was this match? But this was like I think this was one of the first times I got to see like old school Taker come back. right here with this feud. I can't remember when exactly what feud he came back with off the top of my head, but I know I remember seeing Old School Taker come back, and I was like really excited about it. But I felt like this match was actually kind of long for some reason, but it was all right. And Casey talking to his bay over there can't get into the review. Just saying. Casey, are you there? Casey. Casey, I'll
Casey, are you there? What's wrong with your mic? Just come back in and come back out. I mean, leave and come back in. Because, yeah, that ain't working out very well for you. Casey. Okay, we're going to move on for a minute. We're going to move on from that until Casey gets back. Some technical difficulties there. But the last match I'm going to be talking about is a number one contenders match. Okay, Casey is back. Let's see. Okay, can you hear me?
Could you hear me before I left?
No.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. I tried to see if I could switch to the other mic and it still wasn't working. But anyway, for those who want to fully relive this pay-per-view, I will go over the parts of the pay-per-view that Justin is deliberately leaving out. SmackDown Rookie Divas competition, round 2. With the talent portion, we had Joy Giovanni doing a wonderful massage on Tori Wilson, which I just winner, win. Rochelle did jokes, I think. She said they were jokes. I didn't find them funny. Lauren Jones, she did a dance. She was dancing. I could get into it. I liked it. It was good. Michelle McCool body slammed Dawn Marie, which we were all waiting for, and it was lovely. It was a good body slam too. It was a full one. It wasn't like one of those divas one that's like ah. It was like it was good. It was good. So
the way you did that noise.
Shut up. But anyway, we get into Luther Reigns versus Undertaker. First of all, no, Luther Reigns is not related to Roman. I looked it up.
That's what I was about to say.
He's not related, not at all. But yeah, I didn't think it was a horrible match, but it was kind of just a match to a feud to kind of put Taker in. I feel like as filler almost. Nothing against Luther Reigns or Mark Jindrak. I liked both of them at the time, but this just I felt like Luther Reigns at the time, to me, wasn't as much of an established star enough to really make this match feel big enough for a Taker match. I feel like, to be in a match with Taker, you have to have sort of enough of credibility in WWE to really make the match worth it. You're not just going to, come in and as a rookie, face Taker and have it be a good match. But I liked Luther Reigns. I kind of wish he was there a little bit longer to kind of, develop a little bit more. And I also liked Mark Jindrak. I liked him more when he was in the tag team with Sean O'Hare. But, throughout his time in WWE, I liked him too.
Okay. The next match we're going to talk about is the number one contenders match for the WWE Championship. We had John Cena versus Kurt Angle, which I really love this video package. They did with Fozzy and Enemy. That was a really good song that they were using. I'm a really big fan of Fozzy. I like their music. But onto this match. I I said this in the 2004 review. The feud kind of reminded me a lot of what Punk versus John Cena was, back in 2011 and into like 2013. That's what kind of reminded me of. And John Cena and Kurt Angle, they always had great matches. They have really good chemistry. A lot of back and forth and a lot of near falls during this match. Cena, he just looked like a star in this match. I mean, seriously, like they made him look like a really big star here, which Cena, he would get the win. And I thought this match was like really good, like I said, and Cena, he was gradually getting over during this match, and that's what I thought. He was just gradually getting over. And this isn't the case where Roman Reigns, by the time when Roman Reigns got the world championship when he got his match in 2015, and he's been on the roster. Cena's been on the roster for quite a long time. He debuted in 2002, and then he got his world title match in 2005, and then Reigns debuted in 2012, and then he got his in 2015. So this is pretty much the same time but different builds, in my opinion. And ironically, the same city that shit on Reigns when he won the Royal Rumble, like seriously, because they were in Philadelphia, and that was Kurt Angle's hometown, and they could have rallied behind Kurt Angle like Chicago rallied behind CM Punk, but that wasn't the case here. And this isn't like the time saying like this is a smarky crowd and stuff, because they kind of were smarky back then. But I just thought this was very good, and this was organic. This rivalry felt organic. The build-up really felt organic. This didn't feel like this was shoved down our throats, which was very good. And Cena was actually getting cheered at this time, which now to this day he doesn't get cheered. And he's very stale, and I don't like him. And I just want him to stay off my TV. But I'm not going to get onto a Cena rant right here. But and like I said, they could have got behind Kurt Angle, but they didn't, because he was a big heel, and people weren't really get behind him. But people still liked him. But like I said, really fun match, probably the best match of the night in my opinion. But yeah, but Cena will win the match, and he would go on to face JBL at WrestleMania 21. But yeah, DJ.
Yeah, I agree. I liked this match. I did. I thought it was really good. Obviously, Angle, he knows how to sell very well, especially when you get deep into the match, because you really feel like Cena could win at any moment, or Angle could win at any moment. I really like this match. Um, I don't know. I didn't take a lot of notes because I was really paying attention to the match, but I really felt like this was one of those matches that it just felt like it was really good. It felt like either one of these guys could be number one contender, which is not always something you get today, I feel like. And also going back to the crowd, it's weird. I think this was still the time when it felt like faces were faces and heels were heels. Whereas today, a face can be, unless unless it was in a special case back then. But like today, it feels like you never really know. Like who's supposed to be this, but whether they're gonna get cheered or booed is kind of up to the fans. Where they didn't really, in 2005, I think this was, they didn't do that as much.
Yeah. So, SmackDown Rookie Divas competition, final round. Again, skipping over shit. It was the bathing suit, which I would have thought, bathing suit competition. I would have thought, maybe Justin would make notes on it, but I guess not. It's cool. Joy Giovanni. She had a cute little bikini on. I liked it. I liked it. Rochelle, girl. If you didn't see it, you need to go back and watch it, because damn. Lauren, I wasn't feeling it, and Michelle McCool wasn't bad, But the winner of the SmackDown Rookie Diva competition was Rochelle. Yeah, I could see it. I was surprised that Michelle McCool didn't win because she felt like she was really being pushed during this competition. But anyway, let's get into this next match, I guess. The thing that Justin didn't skip over because he hates women. He's sexist. That's what it is. That I've decided he's sexist. Um, but anyway, we got the John Cena versus Kurt Angle, the finals of the number one contender tournament. Surprisingly, at this point, I still actually kind of like John Cena. This was before the steady decline or incline of my hatred, depending on how you look at it. Decline of popularity for me, incline of hatred. But I thought this was a really good match. They worked well together. They both kind of were, John Cena was still, being pushed at this time, still kind of getting up there. He wasn't the John Cena that we know now. He was still kind of, I think at this point he had already been U.S. champion, I think, or maybe that.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. But I mean, he had titles. But he was still, working towards the big one at this point. So he kind of, he wasn't fully shoved down our throats at this point yet. It would take, 2 years for him to be shoved down our throats. Still, But really good match. I liked the tournament in general. They kind of went over it a little bit to see, how we got to this point. I liked the tournament. And I just think the finals were set up pretty good with John Cena and Kurt Angle. Pretty much anybody you put in the ring with Kurt Angle, it's going to be a good match because Kurt Angle, knows how to put people over. And at that time, he was already a huge star in WWE, so he kind of knows how to put people over. It was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match. But next match we're going to be talking about is the barbed wire steel cage match for the WWE Championship. We had JBL versus Big Show. Now this match kind of had a lot of interferences toward the end. This match was very gimmickry. I thought the stipulation was cool because I don't think we ever had a steel cage match with barbed wire at the top of this cage, which I thought that was really, really cool. They were trying to protect, both guys, and both guys were kind of very limited what they could do in the ring during this match, and so it came down to the end where, this match was very, very, very bloody during the match, but Big Show chokeslams JBL through the ring canvas, which I thought that was cool, off the cage, and then Big Show goes to escape the cage, and then goes down and steps, and then the ring bell goes, and then I don't remember who the ring person was, but they go like, and still your WWE champion JBL, because he went through the bottom of the ring. So technically, the person who would escape over the get out of the ring first, over the cage first, would be the winner. But JBL, he went through the bottom, so he technically won this match, which he did, which I thought that was pretty interesting. And then after the match, there'd be the cabinet come out. There'd be Orlando Jordan would come out during this, and then there would be a lot of interferences toward the end. And then Batista, he came out, which I thought that was pretty cool. And then when JBL tried to escape, get out of there, he would be met by John Cena at the top of the stage, and then John Cena would spinebuster JBL through like the technical stuff, and then it showed pretty much. I forgot what I was gonna say there. And then it showed pretty much a big picture of like John Cena and Batista standing up on the ropes, and then JBL laying down by under John Cena. And, it kind of hinted that maybe there could be a triple threat match at WrestleMania. But, everybody pretty much knew it was going to be Batista and Triple H at WrestleMania. And then, Of course, we had John Cena and JBL at WrestleMania 21, which I thought that was really good how they really set that up there, and I kind of like how after this they kind of set up like Batista will show up on SmackDown and have a little mini feud with JBL to make you think that he's gonna be facing, but no. But like I said, really good way to like end the show out. But yeah, DJ.
JBL versus Big Show. This was interesting to me, like going back and watching this because I remember this match, but like after watching so many matches over so many years, you don't remember bits and pieces of it. But yeah, this match was really bloody. This match was really, really, really bloody. Which made sense because it was kind of a barbaric thing, steel cage with barbed wire on top of it. Um, I I think in hindsight I loved the wrestling god gimmick. I hated it when I watched it. I hate it as a fan. But like in hindsight, I thought it was really good. It was really well done, and it really helped establish JBL as a good heel. As far as Big Show, he is the king of drool. He is the king of drool. He was drooling blood in this match, and I was like, once again, Big Show, the big drool. It happens to Big Show. But the finish of this match was really 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 cool. How JBL crawls out of out of the hole under the ring, and that's kind of one of those things with heels. Like that would really make you mad during this era. Guys like Triple H and guys like JBL, where like they would win this way, and you'd be like, really, really, like, because you're cheering against them so hard. You're like, I hate JBL, I hate Triple H, and then they crawl into the freaking ring. You're like, really, really WWE? I remember watching these matches and just being like, how? But that clothesline by Batista, my goodness, my god, was one heck of a clothesline, man. But this was a good match. It was just as billed, it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, I thought this was a good match. It was very, for the WWE, it was a very innovative match. I mean, you've seen at this point there have been a lot of different, types of barbed wire matches in not necessarily barbed wire steel cage matches, but there have been plenty of barbed wire matches in, ECW at this point, or in the past in ECW, in Japan. So barbed wire wise, it wasn't, anything too innovative, but just the fact that they put it up on the top of the cage. So if you tried to, climb out, you had to go through the barbed wire, which was, interesting, especially for two guys like JBL and Big Show, who are big guys anyway. So you wouldn't really think of them, climbing over the top of a steel cage, but then you put the fact that they didn't wear anything different than their normal ring gear. A lot of guys who are in barbed wire matches will you'll see them wear something a little bit different, like pants or something or a shirt, but they went out normal ring gear. Very bloody, which I felt was okay in this match because it made the match feel that much more, intense, which made it a more fun match to watch because at this point I didn't really remember too much of this feud in general, Big Show and JBL, so it kind of added to it a little bit for me, to kind of get me interested in the match. In the end, I agree with DJ. Back, I never really liked. He liked he likes it now. I still don't really like the wrestling god gimmick, but back when you originally watched this, you hated the finishes that guys like JBL, Triple H. Well, I loved all the finishes Triple H did because I love Triple H. But you hated how these heels would win matches or find a way to win a match. But watching this back, like, that was genius. Like, I'm like, that is incredibly genius that he would go under the ring and still win. And I also noticed that 9 out of 10 times when the ring breaks, it's always in that same corner. They need to change that up. Next time it needs to be in the other corner. It's always that same corner. Mick Foley goes through the ring, it's that corner. JBL goes through the ring, it's that corner. Come on, make it a little bit unpredictable. It's so predictable. I mean, I know it. I know when he's gonna go through. It's right there. It's right there. But definitely a good match. It would be great to see another match like this again, but we won't because WWE, no more blood. When it's called for, again, like I said in the past, I don't like when every match has blood, but if it's a good built-up feud where seeing blood would make sense, I'm all for it. But unfortunately, we don't get that. We get it in TNA, but
because WWE's PG, that's why we don't get the blood. But I definitely agree with you at the end. Like, it's not everything needs to have blood, but there's times that you can need to have blood. But like I said, yeah, this was the end of our review. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And before we go, we're gonna tell our favorite matches of the night because that's the thing we do on these reviews. So my match tonight is going to be the number 1 contender match. That's a match that you might, need to go back and watch. Or this match, the main event right here. One of them too. Or actually, there's actually one more the tag team match. That tag team match is really good. But, DJ.
Way to take away every single match that we were going to choose. Also, Casey, how in the world did you like Triple H, but you didn't like as much blood? like Triple H bled in every match. I think Triple H woke up in the morning with blood just on his face, just from sleeping. Triple H bled in every single match. How in the world did you like Triple H? I don't get it.
But is he on Ric Flair's level? Is he on Ric Flair's level?
He was close. He was really close. But my match of the night, since Justin took the main event, the main event, the number 1 contenders match, and the tag team match, I am going. God, you left me with Luther, Reigns, and Taker, Heidenreich and Booker T, and the Cruiserweight title match. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm gonna make Casey pick Heidenreich, so I'm going with the Cruiserweight Invitational, Cruiserweight Open thing.
I didn't have a problem with Heidenreich's match. I liked Heidenreich. I thought he was really good and talented. But I'm gonna pick the dark horse. I'm gonna pick something that no one else would pick because certain people that are that are guests sometimes on the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast, or the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast is guests on his channel. This man is sexist, so I'm gonna pick the SmackDown Ricky Divas competition because yes, it wasn't technically a match, but there was a bathing suit contest, and that always wins every time, every single time. Ever.
But yeah, that was the end of our ever. He's just gonna say ever. But yeah, that was the end of our 2005 No Way Out review. Don't forget to subscribe on both of our channels. DJ Bill's channel, Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, and Casey's over there, and sometimes I'm over there on his channel also. So go subscribe. The link will be down below. And, don't forget to hit the subscribe on my channel. And also don't forget to follow, the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast on Twitter, which you can see the Twitter down there. And don't forget to, follow me on Twitter at TheTrueJSB. And, don't forget to share the video, like the video, comment, tell us what you thought about this, show. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? I don't know. Did you guys watch this show even ever? But, yeah, we're going to let Casey end the way he always ends it.
Alright, I forgot to put my lower third up again before, but I'm going to, whatever. Anyway, you go do all of the things that Justin just told you to do, except for follow him on Twitter and subscribe to his channel, because, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. What you need to do is you need to go back and you need to watch the SmackDown Rookie Divas competition. And then you go on the network and you type in Heidenreich and you watch all of that man's poems. They're beautiful. They hit you in the soul. That man. But yeah, we will see you whenever the flippity dippity.
Hold on, I got one more thing to say. And also, later on tonight, we got our Fastlane review, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to Fastlane. Every time on pay-per-view Sunday, I kind of get more hyped up for the show because I need to stay hyped for these pay-per-views. Even though, the card's actually looking back at the card actually looks pretty good here. The card looks pretty good. I'm really looking forward to the triple threat match. I'm really looking forward to AJ Styles and Chris Jericho. And there's a few more other matches I'm looking forward to, but those are the main ones I'm really looking forward to on this show. But Casey, go back to what you're saying.
He ain't hype. And I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I had been saying. Oh, we don't know when the flippity dippity will happen. We know when it's going to happen for the pay-per-view, because that's going to be tonight. We're going to get that out tonight for you, because we always give pay-per-views out the night of the pay-per-view. I don't know how we do it, and we don't get anything else out on time, but we do that. We do that for you. But anyway, I don't know when No Way Out 2006 is going to happen, because 2007 or 2005 was supposed to happen like a week ago. But somebody, never was ready. But we will see you on the flippity. Wait, no. The DJ's muted, so I can't even tell him to do it. Flippity dippity.